We have a problem. There is a massive tanker right here that is stuck in the oil refinery and cannot get out. It doesn't have a reverse gear. So we need to travel back to our base, grab ourselves our starter rib, and hopefully that can travel all the way back over here. No, it can't. We've got no diesel back there. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. Anyway, we need to be able to tow this thing out, so that's what we're gonna work on today. There are lots of enemies in Stormworks, from Navy ships to helicopters armed with rockets, and even some tanks. It is our goal to eradicate those enemies from the world. Welcome to Stormworks Search and Destroy. Alright guys, it turns out that if you get in the water and you swim into it, just like this, you actually have a chance, a very, very slim chance, of pushing a tanker out. And that is exactly what we're trying to do here. We're almost out. I've actually pushed it so far as well. Alright, I've decided that I'm just going to go inside of here. I'm going to turn off my flashlight, obviously, and we're going to go to sleep through the night. Hopefully in the morning, the weather is better for us. It seems like it's not, but we'll see. Guys, the waves are actually helping me out massively here. We've actually got to the point where it's pushed it backwards enough. It's giving me enough momentum to push it sort of sideways, and it's bouncing up and down, which is great. What I can do now is turn on the engine, ram this rock, and drive home. I know that sounds bizarre, but that is what we're gonna do. So if we run through here, yeah, there we go, and we go up the ladder again, yes. I still need a way to get the engine room, don't I? I still can't get there. Anyway, we're gonna go upstairs, yes, and turn on the engine. Okay, left engine, go. Oh my. Alright, I can't hit it too hard, obviously, because I don't want to, like, put a hole in the side of my boat. But look at that! We've done it! We have done it! Yes! I should probably start both engines. Yes! We are doing it! Alright, beautiful. So, all I need to do now is go home. Before we do anything else when we get home, like, you know, to do with maybe a plane or something, I'm gonna sort out the thingamabobby. Yeah, you heard me correctly. The thingamabobby. No, I'm gonna sort out the reverse gear. It needs one. It really does. So, yeah. We're almost there. Alright guys, we've made it back. I am so pleased with that. We've got 19,700 liters of fuel in our fuel tank, and I believe we've got 15,000 liters in the other tank, so that's pretty good. One thing that a lot of you guys always tell me about is the fact that I should put a maximum in on my my dials. I don't like doing that. I don't know why. I just really like spinning. But, you know, I suppose we could do that if we wanted to. All we need to do is go into the fuel tank, change it from diesel to water, and then we will be able to figure out what it is, what the value is. So, yeah, let's go and do that right there. What is that tank for, actually? Is that for the... Yeah, I guess that's for the fuel tank, which is somewhere. Where's the fuel tank? In the middle? Question mark? No. Yeah, here. And then we need a spawner as well in here for the other thing. So, grab this one. Shove it into here. Go ahead and set that to seawater as well. And then we can go to the dials, see what each of them are. Before we do anything else, though, I'm going to go to this. Wait, we have a -1. It's just not connected. Ah, we literally had a reverse gear. It just wasn't connected. Alright, now that we've done that, we need to make sure it's got electricity. Which it does? It does. It does. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and spawn this in again. I'll jump down there, see what the max... Oh. This is telling us it does never want to be full. It does... words. So that is 102,000 liters in there. Holy... 102, 123. Alright, 102,000 liters. And then the other one, I need to go check as well. So we'll jump back across and see that. Holy, this is with the cargo tank full. Clearly it can't really handle it, but that's fine. So this one is 21,000? I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why it was spinning so much. But let's just go with 21,000. There we go. Alright, cool. So, that's done. Let's go ahead and save it. I believe it's just called 2. Yep, there we go. And now we'll change it back. So, we're going to delete this one. And we're going to change this one to diesel. And that should be good. There we go. I'm going to save it again, actually. That makes sense. Alright, awesome. That is great. And now, I suppose it's time to run back up to the aircraft hangar and have a little look at our plane fuselage. Alright, there it is. So, I asked you guys previously whether we should add rear propellers or not. And a lot of you guys, well actually, one of you guys definitely said no. But a few of you guys said yes. And the reason I kind of want to do it is it'll allow us to use the engine power a little bit more effectively. And also, in case any of these ones do actually get shot out, let's say, we actually have more. So it's redundancy, essentially. If we have 4, then 4 of them have to get shot out for us to fall out the sky. As long as it can fly on one engine with one propeller, which, doubt. But maybe it will, who knows. So, yeah. I think we go with 4. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. I'm also going to go ahead and imitate some landing gear real quick by just shoving this down here like this on both sides, actually. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wheel. Here we go. Wheel. Yes. 5x5? No, 3x3 is what we want. Little tiny wheels, please. I am going to go ahead and just shove this here. Delete this. Shove this little wheel onto there like that. There we go. Delete this guy. Alright, sure. And then we need a little wheel at the back as well. Alright, so let's just go ahead and fill this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, hold on. Delete that one. Shove this guy under here like this. And do this. Oh, yeah. Alright, that might work. Alright, grab one of these wheels. Just like that. Delete this guy and this guy. Shove that onto there like so. Delete this one. And spawn it in. Alright, what does that even look like? Oh, you know what? That actually sort of works. I was not expecting that. Beautiful. Anyway, what were we going to do? We're going to add the propellers. So, essentially, I'm going to go ahead and take this guy, copy it, turn it around, and put it on the back end. Essentially sort of like this. We're then going to press U, and I'm going to take it to this side, and I'm going to paste it there. Okay, we're then going to merge this with this, and this with this. Spawn it in. What do we think? Oh, it's bizarre. That is bizarre, but I love it. Yes! Alright, cool. So now we're going to have to build an engine in there, and that'll be great. Okay, so one thing that I haven't mentioned yet that might be a little bit of an issue is when this one's spinning, it might actually, well, actually, you can already see it. It is already impacting that right there, which isn't the best. And it might also impact the ground. I'm not entirely sure about that. So let's go ahead and try and sort out this little bit right here, and then we'll go from there. Alright, testing time. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. So it is spinning. It is not hitting this edge anymore, and that is great. So essentially what I've done is I've made the propellers themselves a little bit smaller. They're now at 60%, which is quite a lot smaller, to be fair. 40% smaller on each of the actual propellers. But because we've got 4, that should be fine. Alright, awesome. We now need to start building an actual engine into this, so this might be tricky. Alright, so before we do anything, I'm actually going to go into here. I'm going to grab a pivot. Yes, one of these guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and shove that onto there like this. We're going to go down below. We're going to delete this guy. Oh, should we have it forwards one more? I guess that would be fine. Alright, yep, sure. We're then going to go ahead and grab this guy and this. Yeah, that's all good. And we're going to move it forwards by 1. Paste that into there. Delete this guy. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. So move it forwards by 1. There we go. Paste that into there. And we're going to do this. So 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Merge this guy and this guy together. This guy and this guy together. I am going to go ahead and make the tire radius a lot bigger. There we go. And I think when this folds upwards, obviously it's going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. Okay. So the wheels should actually fit into there. In order to test this, let's go ahead and just do, I don't know, this really quickly. There we go. We'll connect this guy to this one and this one. And obviously those guys need some electricity as well. Let's go ahead and give them that. Bosh and also Bosh. And let's see what happens. I actually don't know what's going to happen here. It'd be nicer if it was daytime too, so I might end up doing that. Oh, that's really high. Alright, there we go. It folds in, and I'd say that's okay. We could probably leave it like that. Yeah, cool. Alright, so I'm grabbing a switch box. We're going to go ahead and shove the switch box right here in the front. There we go. Connect that to this guy and also this guy over here. And that will be on a button. So I need to remember this is actually the landing gear. Switchbox on is going to be 0.75, I think. Yeah, we're going to go with that. 0.75. If we then get ourselves a button really quickly, just to test it out, we can go ahead and connect this guy down to there, connect it to the electricity, and we should be able to test it. So run over, here we go, go ahead and push the button. Alright, it has to be a little bit higher than that. It has to be higher, maybe even 0.9. I don't know, is that too crazy? It just can't be 1. That's the issue. So let's go ahead and do this. That works, yeah. It doesn't look too ugly, so I'm happy with it. The thing is, the rear landing gear is actually just going to stay out, so I'm actually completely fine with that. Okay, the next thing we need to work on is the engine then. So let's go to pipes really quickly. We definitely need one of these. There we go. We're then going to go to engine, the actual engine itself. We're going to whack a clutch directly onto there, and then we can build the engine in. So, how are we going to do that? Crankshaft, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go for like as many as I sort of can. That will be fine. And we'll leave it there. We're then going to go ahead and shove one of these guys onto the end. It's going to need a starter. So let's go ahead and get one of those. A starter can go right there. An alternator would be great as well. And also one of these pumps. Essentially, this is going to be a cooling pump, and it should work fine. So that's going to go there. We're then going to get an alternator, and we're going to shove it on this side. Hopefully that means we won't have to have a generator, but I think we probably will. Alright, the next thing is cylinders. So let's go ahead and just shove these on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there we go, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then on this side, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 cylinders. We can actually go for more, which I will in fact do. So let's go ahead and shove this up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Alright, that's pretty crazy, but I am definitely on board with this, actually. From there, we're going to go ahead and connect them all together. So we're just going to go ahead and... Actually, you know what? Extend it out forwards one more. There we go. There we go. That's pretty crazy, but sure. And we're going to grab one of these guys, and we're going to connect them all like this. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there is 4. Excellent. All right, cool. So we got some massive engines in there. And that should definitely propel this plane at a decent speed. And we don't have to throttle all the way up, so it'll run a lot nicer, hopefully. All right, so the next thing I want to do is to actually go ahead and delete this guy. No, it's actually this one. Oh, I don't want to do that, though. Because this pipe actually goes upwards, but realistically, I need it to go downwards. We're then going to go ahead and send it backwards through here and straight to the rear engine. So I'm actually going to use a normal pipe. Wait, point downwards, please. There we go. I'm going to use a normal pipe that points it backwards. We're then going to use a sealed pipe that takes it downwards. And then we're going to open the pipe up again and take it backwards from there. So just like this. Hopefully this is fine. I'm assuming it is, but I don't know. That's going to have to go even further past there. So 1, 2. There we go. It already has a gearbox on it, so that's all good. Go ahead and put that guy right there. Do this, and this, and this. Yes. Alright, so we've got a pipe going from the front to the back. Both of these are now powered by the same engine. That is great. What I'm going to do now is add some cooling to it. I'm going to add some air and some fuel to it, and hopefully it'll be good to go from there. Alright guys, so this is where we are currently at. Obviously there's a big hole in the bottom of the engine right here. I could add a door to that, I suppose. That would work. That pump right there isn't actually a thing, so we're not doing that. There is a fuel hose from the engine into the main fuselage on both sides, and the engine is actually built. if we have a little look above it, which I can't do, you'll see that we've added a radiator. All of the exhausts are on the top, and the air supply is in one of these, which is behind the exhaust, but it should work out fine. Anyway, so with all that being said, we now need to add a fuel tank. So let's go ahead and do that. This is where it comes in from. So we'll go to pipes first, and I guess we'll actually just angle this down. I am going to go ahead and send it straight down like this. There we go. It's going to go inwards, it's going to go downwards, and it's going to go backwards from there. I can then seal this area off like this. There we go. I don't need this area for anything other than fuel, so we can actually just do this. Here we go. So shove that across there. I don't know where the center of mass is. Oh, it's actually quite far forward anyway. All right, hold on. Fill that all back in really quickly. Use this guy right here to do this. We're going to send that backwards to at least there. We're then going to go ahead and drop this down to here, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, right, so fluid ports, here we go. Go ahead and shove those into the tank. Get ourselves a spawner and a meter, and shove those both in there as well. And there we go, we're going to have diesel in there. Awesome. All right, another thing that we need to do as well is we actually need to have this be able to open. So we are going to go ahead and grab ourselves a pivot really quickly. We're going to make it this color, that's fine. We're going to delete this guy and shove that into there like so. Very nice. And, oh, you know what, actually, we don't need this on both sides. We only need it on one side, so we'll only do one. And we're going to do this. Okay, cool. So if we paint that little piece back there, this should work out fine. We're then going to go ahead and grab this guy, and this guy, cut it and paste it, and we're going to merge it with this piece. There we go. So now we should be able to open up the cockpit, I think. If I delete this and I put a button in there, two-sided, awesome, yes. Going to delete this guy right here and do this. And that is great, yes. So we can actually use this from the outside, and that'll be fine. We need a switch box that hopefully won't get damaged, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put it inside of the fuel tank. Bit weird, I know, but it's fine. And we're going to connect that up to this guy. This is going to be connected onto here, and the value, when it's on, is going to be 0.7. Okay, that is great. Hopefully that will actually work out. I think it will. So connect it to there and there. That is great. Connect it to here. We're going to fix all the engine pieces into this battery as well. And that is all good. The thing is, everything right now is connected to one battery. We are going to go ahead and take this battery, and we're going to shove it in the front as well. So we're going to have two batteries, essentially powering everything. I feel like that makes sense. Alright guys, so that is it. That is actually built and should work, which is ridiculous. What I want to do is I actually want to add tire radius. We're going to go ahead and make these a little bit bigger. They look a little bit weird down there, to be fair, but that is just how they are. I'm going to delete these guys really quick and add some rocket things to this as well, which probably looks even weirder. And a traction pad thingamabobby. Wait, no, a friction pad? Is that what they're called? Because I think that actually... I mean, it leaves a gap. Yeah, it leaves a gap, but that's okay. Alright, good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a bed really quickly. We're going to go ahead and shove that onto the front, and I'm going to go to sleep. And then in the morning, I think we can actually do a test flight. Oh, we need to add control surface stuff, but... yeah, this will work. Right, so delete the bed. We're going to add two of these to the wings, I believe. So let's go ahead and do it from here out to the side. We're going to go and shove it there. One side's going to be this way around. The other side is going to be the opposite, of course. And I think I want to add two of them. There we go. So it's a bit weird, but should work out, maybe? Bit weird, but should work out, I think. There we go. All right, cool. We're also going to add a gyro, and I know everybody always complains that I add gyros, but trust me, they work a little bit, and as long as they work a little bit, that's great. So one is going to be for gyro. Yaw is going to be controlled by left and right, yes. Up and down isn't going to do anything. Pitch is going to go into... oh. Wait, how have I done this? Pitch is going to go into WNS. This isn't going to be controlled by any of this. What am I doing? For some reason I connected W and S to all of those things, but that's not how it works. We're going to connect the pitch back to here and here. That's fine. The roll is obviously going to be connected to here, 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 and here. The issue with that, actually, is the fact that they're on separate pieces, so those might not actually work. But we will see. We will. Yaw is controlled by this guy and this guy. Awesome. And that's all good. So, the yaw is currently wrong. So let's go and delete this one and do this. I mean, that could be wrong as well. I might be inverted. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is all a lot better than it was. So connect those guys together. I am happy with that. Battery needs to come back and connect to this guy and this guy, as well as this one and this one. And we need to do these guys on the wings as well. And also the gyro. Yes. All right, I believe that's everything in order for it to actually work. I am going to go ahead and get a throttle lever. And I'm going to shove that centrally right here. Yeah, that is going to be for the engines. It's a bit of a weird one, but it should work. Alright, cool. So, connect this to... that should actually be connected to the throttle input right there. And right there. And then we should connect up and down this one to this guy and these guys. There we go. Same with this one, there and here. And now, I believe, this thing will fly. I think. I don't know. Do I have a parachute yet? Is that even... No, I don't have parachutes yet. Alright, cool. Guys, we're getting in, and we are probably going to fly and die. But we'll see. Alright, there we go. Open that up. Jump in. What the balls? I'm off to the side. I am off... Right, we can't fly like that. we cannot fly like that. No way. If I delete those, is that going to be okay? I don't know. Wait, is it only supposed to go there? Maybe that's why it was. Alright, hold on. Let's go again. Get inside, and we gotta go again. Come on. Jump up. I need to paint this thing too, to be fair, but we're not gonna worry about that just yet. Oh, yeah! Alright, cool. We're sat a little bit lower in this thing, but we're good. Throttle up. Clutch in. Oh, yes! This is weird. Alright, so our yaw is inverted. Already, I know that. And our pitch is inverted too. I'm assuming everything's inverted. So let me go ahead and sort that. Alright, here we go. So, throttle up again. Here we go. Yes! And drive forwards. Okay, we are going straight. We definitely do not have enough power right there. That is not enough power. You know, it's just a hell of a lot of, like, trial and error. So, that is a thing. I should... Oh, you know what? I'm not doing it right now, which I should. Oh, why is it so slow? Like, this is terrible. This is actually terrible. It needs to be faster. It needs to be way faster. Alright, guys, so this will be the time that actually works. It will. It will work really, really well. At least I hope so, anyway. Ignore the fact that I'm just jumping there. So, go ahead and close the canopy down. Excellent. And throttle up. Alright. And just drive forwards just a little bit. Okay, we might need to add some steering to the wheel on the bottom. Because at the minute, it doesn't really steer. Oh, we're on fire. Why are we on fire? Oh, I took off a little bit too harshly. Oh, no. Oh, no. We need to get it back. We're going to be losing loads of fuel from that. Alright, return it to the workbench. So yeah, we need some steering on this rear wheel, otherwise we're going to have so many issues. So, how do I even go about doing that? I'm going to delete this guy. Going to add a pivot. Just like this. There we go. Shove that onto there, I guess. Yep, sure. Go ahead and do this guy and this guy. We're going to re-grab this wheel, shove it onto there. Wait, hang on. What? Alright, grab this wheel from the front then. Alright, good. Shove that onto there instead. Excellent. Delete this guy and this guy. Alright, awesome. And tire radius can actually be really small. Let's go with that. There we go. And now we should be able to actually steer this thing, I think. Let's go ahead and attach that to yaw, wherever that is. There we go. Give it some electricity and hope for the best. Right? Is it okay if it's a tiny wheel? It looks like it is okay. let's go ahead and try and turn it and see if it turns the right way. Alright, so we'll drive forwards just a little bit, just to test it. Alright, and let's say we... What? Alright, it is inverted and it goes way too far. We need to clamp on that. Alright, that's it. So it should be fixed now, and now when we want to fly, we can just go ahead and taxi out to the runway. I guess. After all this jumping again. There we go. Do this and this. Throttle that up. There we go. And drive forwards, I guess. I need to turn sideways. Is the steering wheel working? It is. It actually is. Now, one thing you'll probably notice is that the rear propellers spin slower than the front ones. Uh-oh. And that's a bit of an issue. Because they're not actually doing anything. In fact, they're working against us. I mean, that's not necessarily true, but kind of. So, we need to sort that out. We also need to make sure the landing gear goes up. So, I'm going to try and sort that out too. But yeah, it does actually fly now, which is great. This is what it looks like when it is flying. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. Alright, so landing gear needs to go up on, let's say, 3. The gyro is on 1, so let's go ahead and turn that from lights to gyro. There we go. 3 is going to be... What's 3 again? Landing gear. Landing gear. There we go. Awesome. And 2 is brakes. Alright, good. And they're naturally on, so that's a thing. Alright, cool. The other thing we need to do is add another gearbox into the rear of this thing. So I need a gearbox, shove it into there, do this on both sides, clearly. Delete that and do that, there we go. And that is going to be 3 to 1 as well. Same with this side, 3 to 1. Beautiful. It doesn't need electricity, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. There we go. Alright, same with these ones. Awesome. Alright, good. I am happy with this. Our plane now flies. Right, so inside we're going to go ahead and add an artificial horizon in the center. I'm going to go ahead and paint this guy. And then on both sides we're going to have probably speed on number 2. So speed's going to go in there. There we go. We're going to have fuel on the left side. So fuel. There we go. And instrument 3, we're going to have battery. And then instrument 4 is actually going to be altitude. There we go. On the other side, we're going to have left engine temp and left engine RPS. There we go. And then we're going to have the opposite here. So right engine temp. And then on the other bit, we're going to have right engine RPS. All right, cool. So I'm going to go and connect all of that together. And then once I've done that, we'll go ahead and fly it one more time and see what it's like. Alright guys, here we go. We got a bit of an issue when this thing spawns in. It likes to twist sideways. I mean, to be fair, that's mostly the wind. I hate the way this works. Obviously, my aircraft must weigh nothing in order for this to be the case, but sure, it is turning around. I don't know what to do in that situation. I might make this rear wheel actually bigger, and I am going to connect that to this, which is going to be brakes. And maybe that'll stop it spinning? No, look, it's still spinning. It's trying not to, but it is still spinning. Okay. That is an issue. There's not really too much I can do about it. All of my brakes are on. And it's still spinning around. I can do this, and this, and this. And then maybe if I run over there in time, I can just take off. Alright, let's do it. Go, 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 go. Jump, open, get inside. There we go. Start the engines. Yes. Oh. Oh, those are like on the wrong sides. That's okay. Fuel, I'm assuming is correct. Altitude, battery. All of that side I think is correct. The other side I don't think is. But anyway, let's go ahead and take off. You can see all of the propellers are now spinning correctly. Whoa. Alright, interestingly enough, I don't seem to have very much pitch control on takeoff. But once we are in the sky, we are actually fine. That is very interesting. Okay, right, cool. Well, we're flying. How much fuel do we actually have? 4,000 liters. This thing is going to be extremely fuel efficient, so I'm actually okay with that. Let's go ahead and fly out to Harrison Airbase with this and capture it. We're also going to lift up the landing gear now and fly over. Oh, yeah, look at that. The landing gear works. Amazing. Okay, Okay. Okay. This is cool. Wait, hang on. What's even going on here? Oh, they're both called left engine starter. Why did I do that? Why have I done that? Also, the right being on the left and the left being on the right is so weird. But that is the case right now. But we're good. The only thing we have left to add is obviously weapons, and also lights, and also some sort of camouflage, because at the minute, this thing is just white, which is kind of odd. But the engine temperatures themselves seem to be pretty good. Our speed is pretty decent as well. Everything is working. We might need to add a generator, because at the minute we are actually losing battery. But other than that, this is fine. Oh, we should probably add some sort of, like, equipment on here as well. So I do want a parachute. I think that would be great. The other thing that I would like to have is a fire extinguisher and also a welder. So we need sort of, like, all of those things, which we will eventually get. It's just I really wanted to fly this thing today, and it is working. So, yeah. Anyway, 2.7 kilometers away from there. Oh, I also want to sort this out, too. I needed 2 gearboxes. And I couldn't push it backwards, if that makes sense, so it had to go on the outside. So I'm going to try and make those look a little bit nicer too. Alright, well anyway, we're going to have to go in for a landing now, so let's go ahead and press 3. I can just about see the runway. I need to make sure we actually land this properly. So, yeah, because if we crash down, we're going to have so many issues. I say the runway. We're not actually going to be landing on the runway. We're going to land on the taxiway, guys. Alright, here we go. Alright, that was one of the worst landings I've ever seen in my life. Alright, we need to turn around. Yeah, I need to get more used to actually flying this thing as well. Stormworks has a very, very strange flight thing going on. I'm about to crash and die. Oh my goodness. Alright, cool. Yeah, the flight physics in this game, I don't know. It's a little bit floaty, which is fine. Also, I can't see anything because of the exhaust. That was great. We landed. That was the worst, actually. That was absolutely awful. The issue with this is I can't get out. So that's part of the issue. Second issue is we're going to lose all of our fuel. And third issue, I'm gonna die. Alright, that went horribly. I can't even get out. Guys, what do I do? But yeah, I really need to make this thing easier to fly. I mean, it is very, very easy to fly. That's not what I'm trying to say. Oh, come on. I'm actually stuck in here. This is a disaster. This is actually a disaster because I'm gonna burn and die. I am gonna burn and die. And there's nothing I can really do. What a horrible thing. Oh, come on. Yeah, I should have also added lights. Ah, we're dead. Wait, I'll see you next time, guys.